Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Futures Trader here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the video.
Gotta get more followers.
If you've not already, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, get notified every time I put out a brand new video. Everyone, today is day number 4 of my Earn2Trade trader career path. As you can tell by the title, went ahead, wrap things up, and pass today.
A good start. This is a real good start, guys.
I'm going to walk you through the trade that I made, but it was not the UltraBond. No, got a little rowdy with something else. What you see on the screen, I'm not going to walk you through all of this. If you want to read through it, pause the video. What I wanted to do was calculate the minimum amount I needed to pass and also the maximum amount that I could make and not break a consistency rule. In summary, I knew that my day 2 was slightly bigger than the amount I could earn to reach the 30%, so I had to factor that in. As well, if I was to pass on day 4, we still have 11 days left that we need to trade, so I need a bit of a buffer on top of the 1750. So that's what all this is doing. It's calculating in a buffer and calculating what the bare minimum was based on the consistency rule. Punchline, it turns out that was about $405. Now, I don't necessarily want to just scrape by. I want to give myself a little bit of breathing room if I can. So I also figured out, and that's what the second part is here, what's the most I could make and not break a consistency rule. So that's what this bit of math is, and turns out it's $640. So basically the goal today is to land somewhere between $405 and $640. And we will know that we passed. I did one trade only. Not only did I not trade the UltraBond, I traded the evening session, which is very out of line for myself. Kind of had it in my head. I wanted to get in there. I was excited to wrap things up and finish things. I wasn't going to jump in just on a whim. And honestly, the UltraBond is pretty slow. All the treasuries are very slow in the evening session. So I looked, but there was nothing to be had there. Lo and behold, though, lately, the last, 2 weeks or so, I've been trading a little crude oil in my own account. Crude oil is what I started trading when I originally started trading. Just never really took to it, but also was a brand new trader. Now that it's been, a couple of years, I thought, you know what, let me circle back to it. Let me look into the crude oil market again, something to trade kind of like a plan B. Like if the treasuries aren't really doing anything, maybe I could jump into the crude oil world. You might say, CFT, why not? The equities, just none of those appeal to me so much. Crude oil does, so here we are. Let me explain what you're seeing, and then I will walk you through the trade that I made. I'm obviously in the trade already here. Went short at 92.16 for 2 contracts. Now, I am not a chart trader, and you might say, CFT, what's this cool looking chart on the left with all these colors, these Miami fluorescent blues and fuchsias? I brought this up before. It's probably been months. It's, I guess, like an indicator that's for sold. It's called KISS order flow. I don't actually use it for what it does. I use it because I like the colors. And I don't really use it when trading the treasuries, but when it comes to something like crude oil, honestly, here's the setup I'm looking for. It's moving in a direction. I don't need a fancy indicator. I don't need a moving average or anything like that. I have a fantastic indicator, which is my eyeballs.
Knowledge.
I can look at this and go, it looks like it's going down. This is also a 5-minute chart, so this is over a good 30 or more minute period. So I said, you know what? Let's go short. Let's see if we can make our way all the way back down here from this big rally up. And that's exactly what I did. I went short for 2 contracts. This trade takes about 17 minutes, I want to say. So I'm not going to let the whole thing play, but it kind of moves in chunks, I will say. So it kind of goes down, then it kind of stalls for a good while, and then it moves down further, and then it kind of stalls, and it finally hits my profit target. So let's get to it. So I do have my traditional DOM up, and I still trade on the depth of market. I know as well a lot of people have made comments. They're like, I can't follow what you're doing. I don't trade off the depth of market. Like, this doesn't really make sense to me. Fair enough. I'm not going to start showing charts for everything. I'm certainly not going to show it for the treasuries, but for something like crude oil, if I have other crude oil videos, I will put the chart up since I look at the chart as well, at least on an initial basis to get an idea of what we're doing. Once we're in the trade, I don't need to look at this. Doesn't matter to me. It's either going up or it's going down. Again, my favorite indicator, my 2 eyeballs, I can see what's happening. Let's let this play. So I had just gone short at this point. Again, it's Sunday evening. Okay, I fast forward a couple minutes already. As you can see, it's still just kind of stalled. Just kind of, if you want to look at the chart over here, you get the idea. It's kind of coming down in my favor. I like that already. So I'm setting a take profit. And I don't know if you saw there, it's a little bit off the screen. There, I scrolled down. I set a take profit at that price, but it's $540. So that's right in the middle, well, a little bit on the higher side of our range between 400 and 640. That way, if it hits it, say it's on a little bit of a run and we get a little bit of slippage, we make a little bit more, that's fine. We're still under our 640, but it also gives us a nice big buffer above that 400. Now, if we got down to whatever price, 400 profit was, 450, and things completely stalled, like I would have been happy just to get out there. Like I know that's still a fine profit target, but given the choice, I was shooting for about 540. So it kind of dances around in here for a good while, never really runs against us. The most heat we took, it shot up here to where I would have been in the whole 80, but then it's right back down in here. At some point, I do set a stop loss, just safety net. I know a lot of traders make a case for not using a break-even stop loss. I get all their points, especially given the situation where I'm trying to reach a specific goal to pass the trader evaluation. So it's not so much about my money. It's not like this is my money that I'm screwing over. It's more like my situation. So there, I did place that stop loss. So I know it's not about the $40. It's more just, okay, if it flies up against us, we get knocked out, so be it. No harm, no foul. We can give it another try. But at this point, you can see on the screen, I mean, we're working right in this range. We either kind of get a break even or like a slight bit of profit, or if it flies down here, hits our target, fantastic. I'm going to zip ahead again a little bit. Like I said, it does kind of just stall in this area for several minutes. Okay, guys, so I jumped ahead about 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. You see, I mean, it's still down in this area. At this point, I've moved my stop, though, to $140. I'm like, okay. Since it had kind of stalled, again, using those great eyeballs that I have, I'm like, you know what? It seems like maybe the sellers are done. The buyers at any point here could turn this around. So I'm just going to lock in a little bit more profit than I initially did. $140. Hey, that would be fantastic. Chip away at the goal. And that would have been perfectly fine, but things do continue to play out in our favor. Okay, again, zipped ahead. Just a little bit, a minute or two. You're going to see here in a second. So we're still hanging out here, and there you get a nice big rip down, just what I was looking for. Now we're getting a little bit closer to that take profit. Love it. I'm also eyeballing this, 400, 420, 440 range. Again, like I said, that would still put us in the win column and be done. But like I said, I want that buffer. Looks like if you're watching the order flow here, they're definitely making a nice push down. So I just let this ride out. I just sit through it. And it actually takes about another minute, but I just sit through it. I've moved my take profit down even further now to 300. I'm like, you know what? If it flies up, hits it again, same thing. No harm, no foul. Hey, we get $300. Not too bad when all we need is 400, but there you go. Boom, target met. So here, I paused the video. I brought up NinjaTrader like I did the other day as well. You can see the 540, so it hit our profit target exactly, and there's our balance. As well, guys, screenshot of my dashboard. So we're well above the 1750. All of our consistency rules will have been met. The consistency part of the dashboard doesn't update till overnight, so I can't show that. I mean, I could show it, but it wouldn't make any sense. But if you go back to that math that I did, we made 540 today. The other day, we also made 540. So either of those 2 days is just slightly above 25% of the total we made. So all of our biggest days are under 30%, which is the consistency rule. So there's still 11 days left. I'm not going to be making videos of those days because they will just be me taking, a one tick micro lot just so we can get them in as a trading day. Always reminds me of an NFL game when the winning team has the ball. There's only like a minute left and they just keep clocking the ball to kill the time. That's almost essentially what I'm doing. I'm clocking a one tick trade just to kill off the remaining 11 days. So pretty excited. So this month there is a holiday in the United States. It's President's Day on February 21st. So like most CME group holidays, there are trading hours available on that day, but it doesn't count as a unique day. All transactions on Monday just get rolled into Tuesday for clearing, closing. That also means for all your trader evaluations, Monday will just be part of Tuesday. Monday is not a unique day. What that means for me is that my 11 days will be drawn out just a touch longer as well. So I'm looking at the 23rd of February being my final trading day. So Thursday the 24th would be when I would expect to probably hear from Earn2Trade and move on to the next step. So there'll be a bit of a lull in the trader evaluation videos, but in some ways this is perfect. It gives me some time to work on this course, which I promised I would make, and I fully admit I've been a little bit slacking on, but after passing this, I feel charged up and ready to get some good information out there. So I hope you are all doing fantastic at your trader evaluations. I put out a video last week with the top YouTubers in the futures world I think you should watch. Number 2 on that list was Mighty Ox. He himself is going to be starting the Trader Career Path evaluation, but he's going to be live streaming his, and he's kind of set up parameters for himself, and one of those parameters is every single trade he does in it is going to be on live stream. So if you want to see somebody trade kind of live, you want to talk with them, discuss whatever about trading, you're a fan of charts, you should check out his channel. I'll put that link down below. So there will probably be some videos over the next few weeks. They just won't be trader evaluation videos. I've got a laundry list of other ideas from both you guys and ones from myself that I need to work on. That is it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you are all doing fantastic in your trader career paths or whatever evaluations you are in, and I'll see you in the next video.